if there's one thing I've learned about the skyscraper technique, it's that you need to find the perfect topic for your campaign. Otherwise, no one's going to want to link to you, okay? So if you're producing a piece of content to promote and do outreach for, then you really need to find a good topic because, you know, this can make or break your campaign. And I've had campaigns where I've created a piece of content and no one's wanted to link to it. But I've also had campaigns where, you know, 100 people or more have linked to one article that I've created. So this can really make or break your campaign. And in this video, I'm going to teach you how to find the perfect topic for your skyscraper campaign so that you can get a ton of backlinks to your site. So what's the best place to find a skyscraper topic? Well, for me, I begin my research on Ahrefs.com, and this is a great place to find a skyscraper topic simply because you can see the amount of links the topic has, how competitive it is, who's getting links, and who's linking to people in your field, okay? And this is really useful because when it comes to the skyscraper technique, you want to find topics that have loads of links that are hyper competitive, okay? Because the more links there are, the more opportunities there are for you to get links from them too. All right, so let's say, for example, you're in the gardening niche. What you want to do is, first of all, go to the Keywords Explorer on Ahrefs.com, and then you'll see this section here where you can type in your keyword, right? So let's say you're in the gardening niche, type in gardening here, and then click the orange search button, right? And that's going to show you the homepage for gardening, but it's also going to give you some keyword ideas for your skyscraper campaign. So let's go into the question section here, and there you can see, okay, here's some questions that people are asking on Google that have a lot of links. Okay, so this KD difficulty section here, this shows how competitive a search term is and how many links there are, okay? So the higher the KD, the more links there are going to be and the more link building opportunities for you there are going to be. Okay, so what you really want is a skyscraper topic with a really high KD because that means more link building opportunities for you. So let's filter this to 30 at least, and that's a minimum of 30. So you just click KD there, click 30 in there and click apply. And you can do this for any niche, by the way. So, you know, whatever niche you're in, whether you're in meditation, yoga, make money, whatever your niche is, just type it into Ahrefs using the Keyword Explorer and look for really competitive search terms. And what you want to do here is just start filtering out and finding the ones that look suitable for the skyscraper campaign. So you don't want anything commercial because nobody's going to link to commercial content, you know, or they're going to ask for money. What you want to do is find a informational topic that people are interested in and that you can write a lot of good content around. So, for example, like people are asking how to make gardening boxes. So that could be a really good skyscraper campaign because it's very informational, it's value driven, and there's no real commercial intent in there. And what I would do is just go through this list here, copy and paste each of these into a spreadsheet and just filter them down into a short list. Okay, so how to start gardening is another great skyscraper technique, skyscraper topic, because it's something that's very informational and again, it's value driven. All right, so these are all great search terms that you can use for the skyscraper technique. Now, this technique isn't going to work for everyone, and you may be in a niche where you just can't find any competitive keywords or any suitable skyscraper topics, right? So there's another way you can use Ahrefs to find decent opportunities for link building. So all you have to do is click the Content Explorer here and change this drop-down box to in title, and then just type in your keyword again. So let's stick with gardening. Okay, let's click the search button here. And this is going to show you a list of really popular pieces of content that have links, right? So you want to sort this section by referring domains here. And again, you want to go for the topics that have the most links, but also filter out the irrelevant stuff, okay? So this page is like a products page, which you would never produce for a skyscraper technique because it's commercial, but is a really good topic. So genius vertical gardening ideas for small urban gardens. It's a great topic because it's informational. It's got a ton of referring domains here. And I bet if you research that topic more, you would find even more prospects around it. So if it's got like over 200 referring domains, it's probably going to be a good opportunity for the skyscraper technique because that means loads of prospects to go at. And the more prospects you have to outreach to, the more links you're going to get to your website in theory. Scroll down here. Another one is why gardening is good for your health. And that's also good for the skyscraper technique because it's not just about gardening, but it also blends into health. So you could find prospects in the gardening niche, but also in the health niche too. And that kind of combines together. Like that could be a really good article to approach some mental health websites about and promote your content too. So again, this is just a really easy way to find skyscraper topics. It took about 2 minutes and it just gives you loads of data that you would spend hours searching manually for. So I would continue to find different topics from the Content Explorer, put them into a spreadsheet and just create a short list of skyscraper topics. And the other thing is, well, you don't have, if you're in the gardening niche, you might type in like garden or landscape gardening or something like that. So, you don't have to just use one keyword. There's loads of options here. So my final technique for finding skyscraper topics is simply to look at your competitors and find out how are they getting links, because if you can look at how they get links, you can reverse engineer the process, look at your competitors, and then find skyscraper topics for yourself, because the likelihood is if someone's linked to your competitor about a topic and you create something better that's more in-depth, more up-to-date, more well-researched, then they're probably going to link to you too. Okay, so let's have a look on Google for some competitors in the garden niche. Let's look at tree hugger, for example, right? And we type that in. This is the Site Explorer, by the way, so you just click Site Explorer there on ahrefs.com, click search, and that's just going to pull up a general profile of this website on Ahrefs. Now, if you scroll down here and you go under pages and you go to the Best Buy links section, this section is going to show you the most linked to content on your competitor's website, right? So if your competitor has been building loads of links and you don't really know how they've done it, you can reverse engineer all their content to see, right, how are they getting links, what topics are they writing about, and how can I do that myself? And already you can see loads of great skyscraper topics. You scroll down this page, okay? So you're looking for the pages with the most referring domains. So the best pages by link. And yeah, you can see referring domains here. And you can see topics like, okay, here's the 5 benefits of houseplants. It's got 298 links. How to build a $300 underground greenhouse, 308 links. 8 natural and homemade insecticides. Okay, there's 261 links. So in about a minute, you can look at your competitor, reverse engineer how they get links, and then start researching some topics for yourself. So with all 3 of these techniques I've shown you, you have some great ways to find skyscraper topics for your website. And the trick here is to find pages with lots of links that are value driven and are completely away from commercially driven content. So the more commercial a website is, or the more commercial your skyscraper topic is, the less links you're going to get, because webmasters don't really like linking to content that's going to drive money for other people. Okay, so that's why I'd focus on informational and value driven content. And it's pretty much as simple as that. I mean, this video is taken less than 10 minutes and it shows you exactly how to find a skyscraper topic. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a like if you enjoyed watching it. Plus, let me know in the comment section below if you're struggling with anything about the skyscraper technique. Let me know and I'll be happy to help.